On every Thursday of the week, this seat beckons at those who superintend over institutions of government, be it politics, economy, personality, or even socio-religious life, to give account of stewardship of what leaders have done or doing with the resources allocated to them at all levels and spheres of life. Watch Stewardship on RSTV every Thursday at 12:30 p.m. Stewardship with SNB, a point-blank approach to TV journalism.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thanks for joining us on the program Stewardship with SNB, live from the studios of RSTV here in Port Harcourt. This program is streamed on almost all the social media platforms, including that of Facebook at RSTV Channel 22, and of course Twitter, which is X handle now, at RSTV22PH online. You can also watch us on YouTube at RSTV online. And better still, you can watch us on GoTV Channel 142 and StarTimes Channel 113. All of these platform plus the telephone numbers will display on the TV screen will enable you an opportunity to connect to the studio live as we make progress in the conversation. Of course, it's not under news that there was crisis in Rivers, political crisis, where there was impeachment, counter-impeachment, and a leadership tussle, and of course the control of power and the Rivers results. All of these played out about a week ago when Rivers State was thrown into turmoil, with the Rivers State governor recently coming out to say that he is ready to make peace and that it is a father and son matter. And this took everybody aback, given the strength in his voice when he mounted a podium to say that he was ready for anything. But there's nothing wrong if he says that he's ready for peace. Of course, where there is no peace, there cannot be progress. And so today, we're going to take a look at all of these statements by the governor, and of course, other stakeholders who will be making comments here and there. And I'll let you know who my guest is today as we return from this break. Stay with us.
On every Thursday of the week, this seat beckons at those who superintend over institutions of government, be it politics, economy, personality, or even socio-religious life, to give account of stewardship of what leaders have done or doing with the resources allocated to them at all levels and spheres of life. Watch Stewardship on RSTV every Thursday at 12:30 p.m. Stewardship with SNB, a point-blank approach to TV journalism. On every Thursday of the week, this seat beckons at those who superintend over institutions of government, be it politics, economy, personality, or even socio-religious life, to give account of stewardship of what leaders have done or doing with the resources allocated to them at all levels and spheres of life. Watch Stewardship on RSTV every Thursday at 12:30 p.m. Stewardship with SNB, a point-blank approach to TV journalism.
Well, if you have just joined us, the program is Stewardship with SNB from the studios of RSTV from here in Port Harcourt. This program is live on Facebook at RSTV Channel 22. It is also live on Twitter, that is the X handle, at RSTV22PH online. It is also live on YouTube at RSTV online. And those who have GoTV can watch us on GoTV Channel 142 and StarTimes Channel 113. And this program is divided into two segments. In the first segment, I have two gentlemen who may not be described as gentle, but they are elders of the state. And then they include that of a former two-time Commissioner for Environment. 30 years ago, he was a member of the House of Representatives, former member of the Federal Road Safety Commission, and of course a founding member of the People's Democratic Party, PDP. ALABO, PAWORISO, HORSFALL. Alabo, you're welcome to our program.
Thank you for having me.
Well, my other guest is on his way. Maybe one or two things are holding him back. Alabo Professor DAGOGO FUBARA is also another statesman who will be joining us live in the studio here. And then after this segment, we'll have another segment where we'll have another group. We'll let you know who they are and what they stand for later on in the program. While we're waiting for Professor DAGOGO FUBARA, let me start with ALABO PAWORISO HORSFALL, a very respected Rivers man, not just in Rivers State, also in Nigeria. ALABO, you're welcome once again.
Thank you very much for having me.
I'm sure you haven't been here for the past 5 or 6 years. The last time we had in this studio was about 6 years ago.
Thereabout, yes.
Okay. Is it anything different?
Thank you very much, Solo. I am weeping as I speak. My eyes are filled with tears and my heart is heavy that I've come to meet a studio. This is RSTV studio. It's not any different from maybe that of Lord L.G.A. Nothing has changed here, Solo. This is a shame. This is a shame. Government needs to do something about this. We cannot be moving from that analog to digital, super digital, highways, and we're still having a studio such as this. Before we even get into it, I would like to most respectfully call on the governor to please look into RSTV and see that we come up, and occupy our pride of place. Look at how happy we are when we talk about Arise, we talk about channels, we talk about other studios.
These are private stations.
Yeah, private stations. And then look at the government studio. Look at what I'm saying here. No, this is so sad.
All right.
Our governor, please do something about this. This is very serious.
I'm very sure they are watching and they will act accordingly. Thank you for that plea you made on our behalf.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, we'll go straight to the point now. Governor Sim FUBARA, after all the imbroglio, recently published a press statement saying that the problem that plagued River State, the crisis that plagued River State, was a father and son matter, and that he was ready to make peace. How much sacrifice do you think Governor FUBARA can make to bring about lasting peace in the state?
Thank you very much. First and foremost, for all those who know our governor, will know that he is peace personified. Cool, calm, collected, humble gentleman, and who has a dream of what he wants River State to be like. Even if he had not been in the mainstream of politics, but he has always been in the political environment. Always been in the political environment by virtue of his work as a civil servant, all along. And for him to have become the governor of River State by whatever means, he is the governor of River State.
He was elected.
He was elected. First and foremost, no one individual can claim that he made sin. No one individual should ever do that. If anybody, if there is anybody that would say that, that will be God Almighty himself. But in terms of a person, no one person will do that, because it's a collective effort and responsibility. And in terms of structure, nobody can own a political structure. Nobody. So when I hear...
But the political structure is spearheaded by somebody.
Political structure spearheaded by somebody. That brings me back to what is important for us to know. You see, we should get into the forum where we begin to encourage strengthening institutions and not persons. Strong man, no strong man. Get strong institutions. Now, the political institution is strong, and then it has a structure. It is the chairman of the party and the party officers, and all that. And then today, by virtue of how we play it, it is the governor of it is the governor that is the leader of the party.
Yeah, Alabo, we'll get to all of that. The question I'm asking, Alabo, is that Governor Sim came out to say that he is ready to make peace.
I am just going there because he is governor. I've come to the governor.
Okay.
Now he's governor. He is father of all. And I've said he's peace personified. And you need that peace in his government to progress, to develop. So whatever happens, he will be at the forefront of wanting to ensure that peace returns to his state.
He added that he is ready to make any sacrifice. The question is, how much sacrifice can he make to bring about lasting solution?
The much sacrifice, in my opinion, that he would make to bring about
peace
is that, one, he has to first keep standing on the truth. He also has to begin to understand fully the rudiments of politics. If he has not been in there before to this extent, now he is here. He has to understand it. He has to bring together people to make him to make him really understand it. The sacrifice he needs to make, therefore, is that, see, something happened suddenly, unexpected. If you saw the way he mounted the roast to me, you see that this was apparently a tormented man. A man who was suddenly faced with shock waves. What happened? Hey, the assembly has been raised down, fire. Wow, what is going on here? He goes out to see an assembly raised down. They're wanting to find out from intel's security agencies what is going on. Then he gets to learn that there is a factionalized assembly. On one part, the leader of the house has been suspended with a few others. Those others are also suspending and impeaching the speaker on the other side.
Suspension, counter suspension.
And so there was this crisis. And then in the midst of that, we're now hearing, he was also now hearing that there's a plot to impeach him. Man, you can imagine a 5-month-old governor, an innocent young man seeking to deliver, is just faced with, impeachment. From where now? How? So for him to be able to douse that situation, it's enough it's enough sacrifice. Ordinarily, if it was somebody else, maybe especially our immediate past governor, he would take it in a different way. I would say he would take it in an uncivilized manner, because the kind of things that he would do is quite different from what Sim is doing now and calling for peace, and making the sacrifice. This much sacrifice Sim is making to douse and to even apologize to Rivers people that, look here, my people, something has happened. Yes, I cried, wolf, wolf, wolf. And even the students, even the young men, the youths came out to dare the wolf. And in that process, they reasserted their proprietary, rights to state power, and to show that, yes, indeed, power belongs to the people. They stood there. Now, for him to say, look, who is the father he's talking about? Who is the godfather he's talking about? He's talking about the immediate past governor. It is a father and son thing, and that he wants to quickly put aside the cause of the crisis to make peace the sacrifice in order to move forward, because he has a dream about how he wants River State to be. He wants to move River State from the level that we are today to a better and higher level. Like I always say, to create that paradigm shift. So any sacrifice that he would make to get to that level, he would want to do it. And that's what he's doing by preaching it. And says that any amount of sacrifice, is
He could make it to give peace a chance.
Make it to give peace a chance. And I indeed I commend him for that. But he has to be wise.
He has to be wise. You are a very respected politician, not only in Nigeria, not only in River State, but in Nigeria. You served in the government of Dr. Peter Odili.
Yes.
You were a very outspoken politician, grassroots politician. How would you describe the political situation in River State? Is it a ceasefire, an armistice, or a non-aggression pact?
Ceasefire,
armistice, a non-aggression pact.
Well, I would say more of non-aggression pact. Because there is somebody who is on the aggressive part, wanting to maintain what he calls his structure, and in the process making the world, the state and the world, the country know that, hey, I have a structure. Anybody that wants to dismantle my structure, it will be a fight to finish, and all that kind of thing. So the point is, who has the structure? Okay, he's immediate past governor now. But I served under my former boss, Peter Odili, Dr. Peter Odili, His Excellency. Where is Dr. Peter Odili's structure, my former boss, His Excellency? Dr. Peter Odili brought Amechi, Governor Amechi, His Excellency. Where is Amechi's structure? What did Amechi do with Governor Peter Odili's structure?
Where did they collapse to?
Where did they collapse to? So I would say that maybe they inherited. Amechi inherited Peter Odili's structure, if one would say so.
But they were dagger strong. They didn't meet.
What happened? Before being dagger strong, what happened? It was Dr. Peter Odili who brought him from where he was working or serving with him from Pamo Clinics. Pamo Clinics is owned by my former boss. That's where Governor Amechi was working. He brought him there into politics, into the assembly, and for crying out loud, that particular assembly, that particular elections, the Amechi himself lost it because he contested against Uche Okuko, who actually won. But somehow he became member, and speaker for 8 years, So the structure from speaker to governor, whose structure? What happened to Dr. Peter Odili's structure? Even if they eventually fell out. Now that takes me again to Amechi and Wiki. Amechi also somehow saw Wike come in as local government council chairman, in that regime, and then from there he became chief of staff to Amechi. Amechi also proposed him to become Minister of State for Education. How did they also end up? Fight. Now, structures are being collapsed or inherited or whatever. But the structures are whose structures? They are structures of the people. And that the person who serves as a governor is the leader. In the case of this one now, you find out that because of the problem between Amechi himself, former Governor Amechi himself, and Goodluck Jonathan as president then, and Governor Wike, former Governor Wike, was as Minister of State for Education. He capitalized on that stuff and then came in, fully backed by Jonathan, came up with the GDI as a structure, for which we all contributed into that GDI stuff that eventually, even took over PDP itself. So structure, institutions. It is that office of the governor that is powerful, that controls the structure. These are our local parlance. Follow your leader. So everybody follows the leader. So this structure is a structure of the party, not a structure of any individual. So Governor Sim, yes, the immediate past governor did all that he could to make him be. But don't forget, it's a collective thing. There are people who have supported Sim because of who he is, like myself, not because of Wike.
Alaba, I may have to interject because I'm getting signal that my other guests have just arrived. We can usher him into the studio to join the conversation.
Wonderful.
Let's take a short break and then we'll speak to you on the issues around ground. Stay with us.
On every Thursday of the week, this seat beckons at those who superintend over institutions of government, be it politics, economy, personality, or even socio-religious life, to give account of stewardship of what leaders have done or doing with the resources allocated to them at all levels and spheres of life. Watch Stewardship on RSTV every Thursday at 12:30 p.m. Stewardship with SNB, a point-blank approach to TV journalism. On every Thursday of the week, this seat beckons at those who superintend over institutions of government, be it politics, economy, personality, or even socio-religious life, to give account of stewardship of what leaders have done or doing with the resources allocated to them at all levels and spheres of life. Watch Stewardship on RSTV every Thursday at 12:30 p.m. Stewardship with SNB, a point-blank approach to TV journalism.
Alright, if you have just joined us, we're still on to the program Stewardship with SNB, live from the studios of RSTV here in Port Harcourt. A quick reminder that this program is viewed all over the world. On Facebook, it is viewed at RSTV Channel 22, and on Twitter, that's X handle now, it is also streamed live at RSTV 22PH online, and then on YouTube, you can watch us at RSTV online. Better still, you can just tune to GoTV Channel 142 and then Start Times Channel 113. All of these platforms, you can connect to us and enjoy the conversation here. Well, I'm just being joined by a very respected citizen of Nigeria, not only River State, ALABO, Professor DAGOGO, FUBARA, and elder statesman. Professor, you're welcome to our program.
Thank you very much.
All right. Before you arrived, ALABO, coincidentally, all of you are ALABOs. My guest are ALABOs. Before you arrived, Prof, I was asking ALABO PAWORISO HORSFALL what he thinks about the political situation in River State, whether there is an armistice or there is a ceasefire or there is a non-aggression pact, because Governor Sim issued a press statement a few days ago that it is a father and son matter, and that there is no qualms, there is no cause for alarm, it will be settled. And he also apologized to Rivers people for all the drama that played out. And I'm asking, do we have a ceasefire, a non-aggression pact, or there is an armistice?
Well, I cannot exactly say. I don't know there is a ceasefire, but whether we have the
armistice,
I don't know. A ceasefire, in fact, in the sense that both sides have not appeared to have shed their swords and have not been vocal anymore. So we don't know exactly what is on their mind. Well, believing that silence is golden, that indeed they are beginning to realize that River State is bigger than every one of us, and that we need peace and harmony, or peaceful coexistence to rule with the older people, to guide the state and the younger people for peace, progress, and prosperity.
Okay, Prof, let me ask you this question again. If you were in the shoes of Governor FUBARA, what strategy would you adopt in bringing about lasting peace?
Well, the strategy first would be to look at what caused the problem, and what is the solution to the problem. What we've been hearing from social media, I don't know whether that's what caused the problem, about somebody demanding a percentage of state income. Now, that's unbearable. We have been having governors since River State was created, from governor to governor to governor, and then no outgoing governor that I know that has been accused of asking for this kind of share of the state income. I want to believe it's not quite true, but if it is true, we hope that whoever is asking will now look up to God and our ancestors and ask, is this the right thing to do for River State or not? If it's not the right thing, then the person should just quiet down and retrace his our steps.
Okay, Prof, before I turn to ALABO PAWORISO HORSFALL, one question I want to ask you. You were one of those who rose in defense of Governor FUBARA when you addressed a press conference. Am I correct, sir?
Yes.
You talked about Governor FUBARA's character, and that he has an impeccable character, and he does not deserve. What motivated you to do all of that?
Well, what motivated, first of all, you call him Governor FUBARA. He's my cousin. And I've known him from childhood growing up. And our characters are set by about the time we are 18. So the character of any person you know from the time I was a child, from age 5 to age 18, is the foundation of the person's character. And so I've known him all that period. And he's not the kind of person that can be accused of the sort of things, and that is not kind of person who will succumb to blackmail of giving what nobody should give, because there's no succeeding governor, preceding governor has ever made that, and it is morally not right. And I'm glad that if such a thing happened, that he put out his foot, otherwise he would have disappointed me.
Okay. All right. That was ALABO Professor DAGOGO FUBARA, another statesman's views. Let me turn the searchlight on ALABO PAWORISO HORSFALL. River State just got a new police commissioner. Don't you think it is political, given the timing, and of course, remembering Imbo and Amichi's case?
Yes, it was quite unfortunate that a sitting governor could be tear gassed, could be baptized with water. A sitting governor. This is the governor of River State, for crying out loud. It has never happened to any governor, to the best of my knowledge. Why would that happen in the presence of the police, and even the fact, and the police itself was accused taking part in such an act, and then the commissioner of police would still be around on his seat? That would be.
So it's political.
Yes, it is political, because all the, I mean, from the appointment as commissioner, is a political, it's all political, and he must have gotten involved politically to have allowed this kind of a thing to happen, to our governor. Tear gas our governor, baptize him with water, treat him as if he's a. Oh no, that is a shame. He should leave, and rightly so too. And in fact, those police officers that were around, we hear they have been posted to other commands within the state. They shouldn't be in the state.
They shouldn't.
They shouldn't be in the state.
No.
They should be out of the state completely. No, nobody.
All right, Prof, do you have a contrary view to
No,
that?
I completely agree with him. It is unheard of that the police, who had set up to protect citizens, no matter what level of citizen they are supposed to protect us, will be there to allow such heinous crime to be committed against a sitting governor that River State elected. Yes, such people should not just be changed from one position, they should be posted out of the River State, because they don't mean well for us. Anybody who means well for us will not allow this kind of thing happen in our state, to our governor.
Yes.
The insult on the governor is the insult on all of us.
On all of us.
All right, the insult on our governor is insult on all of us.
That's right.
These are the views of my elder statesmen who are in the studio here with me. We'll just take a short break, and when we return, we'll talk more about the political crisis in River State. Stay with us.
On every Thursday of the week, this seat beckons at those who superintend over institutions of government, be it politics, economy, personality, or even social-religious life, to give account of stewardship of what leaders have done or doing with the resources allocated to them at all levels and spheres of life. Watch Stewardship on RSTV every Thursday at 12:30 p.m. Stewardship with SNB, a point-blank approach to TV journalism. Stewardship with SNB.
So I want to assure you that what we require here is total loyalty, not half, not 99.0% no. If you don't want to work for administration, you come out clearly and say, I don't want to serve this administration. But while you're into it, you have no choice but to carry out all the directives given to you by by bosses, as the case may be. It's not whether you like it, if you don't like it, you have a right to throw in the towel and give another person opportunity.
Stewardship with SNB.
Well, that was a video clip. We saw the former governor, now Minister of the FCT, talk about loyalty. In his words, that 99.9% is not loyalty. Loyalty means 100% loyalty. But it will shock you to note that just a few days ago, a serving commissioner in the present administration, precisely Dr. Gift Wallo, the Commissioner for Housing, was on radio saying that he is not loyal to his principal, the governor of Rivers State, but that he is loyal to the state. And commissioners are expected to be loyal to the state and not to their appointer, the governor. In other words, we're asking, who is the leader of a political party? It is a tradition that the moment government is formed, the head of the government becomes the leader of the political party in a given political environment. Let me turn to my guest. First, ALABO PAWORISO HORSFALL. We'll listen to the former governor, now minister. He talked about loyalty, that just be 100%, not 99.1. Here we are, looking at the present scenario. What do you think you have to tell Rivers people?
Thank you very much, Solomon. For me, that commissioner, after making that address, he should just pack his things home to his house. Because who hired him in the first place? The governor hired him. It is the power of the governor that has been, let me say simply put, divided into several portfolios for which the commissioners are heading. It is the governor that is loyal to the state. The commissioners, they are loyal to the governor.
Okay, that's the difference. The
That
loyalty.
is the
loyalty to the state and loyalty to the appointment of the governor.
Their loyalty should be first 100%, like the immediate past governor has said.
Yes, we'll listen to him.
Yes, to the governor. So that commissioner should not return to his office after that speech or after that address. He should be packing his things to his house, because he has clearly shown and told the governor that I am not loyal to you. Maybe you even appoint me self. You may have, he has shown that the sitting governor, the incumbent, Governor Sim, was micromanaged. He was coerced. He was, somebody else appointed that commissioner and forced it down on him. Otherwise, you will not. Yes, that's what it means. Otherwise, you will not have the impetus to come and make such a statement that he is not loyal to the governor.
Prof, what's your view?
They all took oath of office, and I think they have forgotten in the oath of office what did they pledge. What did they pledge? It's just like husband and wife will take oath when they get married. That's what it is. And after that, the woman or the man decides to put his allegiance or her allegiance to something else other than what you swore. I don't think you understood.
The commissioner says he's loyal to the state and not to the governor, who is the appointer. So there's a crisis there.
Well,
is it wrong to be loyal to the state?
Well, the only time you can say he's not loyal, he's loyal to the state and not loyal to the governor, is if the governor is contravening what he swore an oath to do for the state.
Exactly.
As long as the governor has not contravened what he swore to do to the state, all his appointees should be loyal to him. because he's loyal to the state.
So if you were in the shoes of the governor, what would you do to such a commission?
Ask him.
You pardon him?
No, if he apologizes, I will ask to forgive us our trespasses.
We forgive those who trespass against us.
All right. If the person genuinely comes to pray for forgiveness, that he made a mistake. We all make mistakes. Every good leader should be able to judge a person and see whether this person should be forgiven or not. Because we must forgive as leaders.
All right.
Yes, he will see the sincerity in that apology.
Okay.
You know.
Okay, this question is for both of you. But let me first ask Professor FUBARA. Some elders of the state had gone to Abuja to say that they stand with Wike. The question is, who are they speaking for? Rivers elders, PDP party elders, caucus elders, or themselves?
They obviously were not speaking for Rivers elders. I am a Rivers elder at 85.
Oh, really?
That's right.
Oh, really? I'm proud to associate myself with you.
I've been here since the state formed. In fact, I was at the University of Nigeria when Kilo called me back. Called back, taking the terminal is late, and Professor Toneson. Who asked him, why did you call up? He said, look, you know I'm a countryman. People make me governor. All you Bukuru people will leave all those places and come back to Rivers. That's how I left the University of Nigeria to come back to Rivers State to join. I don't regret it because I can't blow my horn. It has enabled me to do a number of things. We have a university set up, but we set it up. That's how we have a university from science and technology that it was. We have another one in Bori, to set it up. I go home to my place, I was able to do reclamation and embankment to stop the... So I'm happy I came back, that Okilo forced me to come back. But I came back, loyalty to Okilo, because he is governor. We made him governor. And as long as he does not contravene any of the oaths he swore to the state, we must be loyal to him. We're serving him, we're serving our state.
So in other words, those elders were speaking for themselves?
They were speaking for themselves. They were speaking for themselves. With all due respect, some of them are my close friends, but we're liable to making mistakes. I don't know whether those elders are still today standing by what they had said. I have not heard them again.
But it's just a statement.
The people can make mistakes. We're all human beings who make mistakes. Those elders made mistakes. They were not speaking on our behalf. There was another group of elders who were meeting as elders under His Excellency at the Rufus George. We are elders, and who are even planning how to go and see the governor and to try to get him to get the university going before these people started to do what they did. Yeah. They are elders by age, but since they're human beings, I pardon them for the mistake they've made.
All right. Let me ask for your views.
Yes.
Were they speaking for the PDP elders? You're a party man.
Yes.
Yes. You are not retired from politics.
I stand with
the PDP elders.
Chief
right.
Professor FUBARA. These elders are appointed elders to Wike, the immediate past governor, adversary. They are appointed by him. They are loyal to him. The state, the elders, there are elders in the state that was just mentioned by my father here, Chief Professor. As young as I am now in my 60s, I have also become an elder statesman.
You know, right?
Yes, I went to the House of Reps 30 years ago. I've served twice as a commissioner. I've been a federal board member, road safety, and so forth and so on. I would rather align myself with Chief Professor FUBARA's group of elders than these elders, with due respect, that were appointed by Wike to stand by Wike as against such as against supporting such crimes meted on our governor. Oh no, this is very, very clear that they did not act as real elder statesmen, but they acted as advisory elders appointed by the former governor.
All right, they did not act like real elder statesmen. We will now take our calls on this segment of the program. We have the first caller here. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Good afternoon. Could you say your name and where you're calling from, please?
My name is I'm calling from OBIAVEL.
Oh, Promise calling from Oyibo. All right, Promise, thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much. Our father is video. I also thank you for all.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's a privilege to have people like you talk to us, giving us words of wisdom. If they say the words of the father are words of wisdom.
All right.
I am not from River State Party. I'm from a private state.
Okay.
When I was born in this state, and I have really faith in the happening of River State.
Okay.
Seeing what is going on presently and some culture. First of all, I want to thank the first guest that was on the video. I will not touch their names on there because I made the program how to support them. I made the speech even before our partner, the second person came.
Okay.
And all what he was saying. He was speaking like somebody that is really sent to speak to the hearing of the person. And I want to commend him for that. And I want to believe that if I say you begin to see people that can speak the truth, even at their own destiny.
Okay.
Because that is what is spoiling Nigeria, not just River State. When people see the truth, they don't want to take it, they want to take a compromise. And I want to say that it's a privilege to listen to people like this that can come out on the air and speak. So, to run down my statement, all what they have been saying is what somebody that is not a sentimental should say. And I want other people to listen to them.
All right.
So
All right, Promise from Oyibo, thanks for sharing your thoughts with us. All right. Okay, on this segment, we'll be taking more of your calls, and so we're expecting that our viewers, okay, we have another caller here. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Your name and where you're calling from, please.
I'm calling from Biafra.
Could you move away from your TV set? Hello, hold on. Could you move away from your TV set, or you just bring down the volume of your TV set? Turn it down. Turn it down. Turn it down. All right. All right, you can speak to us.
I am a native of River State.
What's your name?
My name is God Bless.
Oh, God bless from Mahuda West. All right.
Yes.
Thanks for joining us.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, I am so very glad on finding this issue about our governor FUBARA. Because it is great to River State. And it's a very disappointed issue to River State. As governor of River State received that kind of trust for public, which extent of police from nowhere began to march to capital city and began to rob our governor. It's a very, very embarrassing to the people of River State. But it shows that River State has and maybe show the good evidence that River State gets security. So what I am trying to say is that if for the chiefs and the major, not the other political headers, because other headers they are all political. If the original elder and the original chief to call that matter in order.
All right.
To make sure they call the two parties. Any person who is not right, let them say this one is not right.
All right.
Because it's not good that governor of Rivers State will receive data in Paras on public.
All right.
It's a disgrace to the people of Rivers State.
All right. You have shared your thoughts with us. Thank you so much. We heard you loud and clear. Thank you for your time. All right. Okay, we're expecting more calls. Our guests are listening to you. They will respond to all of these calls that are coming in. But while we're waiting for more calls to come in, let me ask ALABO PAWORISO HORSFALL, considering the antecedents of the Minister of the FCT, if you were Sim FUBARA, would you come all out to fight?
Sim FUBARA, with due respect, I had said earlier, he is a near perfect gentleman. But no matter how gentle you are, take for instance, you are walking on the road with your wife and somebody comes and begins to treat your wife unrudely, maybe slap her, beat her, and begin to. That animal in you will come out to fight in defense of your wife.
True.
Yes. What has happened to Sim? He responded spontaneously to such an attack. A sitting governor being attacked in that way. A sitting governor finds his assembly being raised down. A sitting governor comes to realize that there is a plot to impeach him. A sitting governor. I told you earlier, you watched the way he mounted the podium. It was a clear case of a tormented man trying to express his disgust at what was happening, and then shouted, "Wolf, wolf, wolf!" And the people came out. So I think the governor did what he ought to do at that time, to at least inform the state that this is what is happening to him.
Okay. All right, Prof. Considering what happened and the sudden twist of events, Governor Sim rescinding on most of his decisions, do you think that Rivers people will come all out in defense of him if the same scenario repeats itself in the foreseeable future?
Well, I'm not really so sure what he has rescinded, because what we hear from social media is one thing, what is the real thing is another thing.
Yeah, because there were reports that local government chairmen have been, councils have been dissolved, the state executive council dissolved, this dissolved, that dissolved, but all of a sudden, we saw them spring out stronger again.
No, well, there are certain things we have to come to terms whether the governor had the right to dissolve elected local government chairman. You could put them on suspension, including the judge and everybody. But I don't know whether by law you could remove anybody who was elected without passing through due process. And I think to that extent, I'm happy that he didn't do anything which I would not have liked him to do.
Okay. All right. We have a caller here. Hello, good afternoon. Hello?
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Your name and where you're calling from, please.
My name is Reverend Kezia Adigwe.
Okay, Reverend Kezia Adigwe.
Yes, I'm calling from Irebe.
Okay, calling from Irebe. All right. Thanks for joining us.
Actually, they must not take away the underlying fact about.
Hello, Reverend. Hello, Reverend. Oh, we lost him there. All right, while we close this program, because we have another segment that is coming up immediately after now, let us find solutions. what would be the solution in the prevailing
No, but
circumstances?
Solo, before you get into this one, Chief Professor was trying to answer. Those things we heard, they were just mere rumors. I don't think that the governor himself came out to say that he had dissolved
EXCO, local government council.
Local government council, even the ESCO. For the ESCO, yes, he could dissolve the ESCO. That falls within his. But the local government councils, I know that he is knowledgeable enough to pass through due process on any offending or council chairman that is found wanting. He knows the process.
Reported to the State Assembly to take action.
There is a process which the governor knows very well, and so I don't believe that he came out to say that he had dissolved the local government council chairman.
All right. What is the solution in the prevailing circumstance?
The solution in the prevailing circumstance is that we should all take our mind back since Rivers State was formed, how governors came and went, others succeeded them, and that those things that were happening, those successions, should happen now. And that nobody who is a former governor would want to stay and remotely control the state, because it has never happened before.
Okay.
None of the previous governors did all this. As I told you, how I came back to Rivers State from Soka, that's the governor told me to come back. And we came back to help him to do the things that he's supposed to do. And since after him, we have been having governors and governors and governors. This episode has never happened where any preceding governor decides he wants to. Whatever he calls his structure, nobody should touch. I don't understand.
All right. From PAWORISO.
My dear brother Solomon, what is happening? That thing that is happening for which our governor is shouting and informing us, if it is true, as most of us believe is true, the immediate past governor, Wike, tell me the much you even know about him. Will he take it from anybody? Did he take it from Amechi? He didn't even take it from Jonathan that, that put him there. Does he take anything from anybody that he would want to come and do same to a sitting governor?
All right. All right.
So the best thing that should be done is, for me, I would want to join Chief Professor FUBARA and his colleagues to see the governor and hear from him truly what transpired, and then how to take it from there and assist him. He needs knowledgeable people beside him now to direct and guide him. Thank you.
The Wike needs to apologize to Rivers State for.
Yes, the Wike himself, needs to apologize to the
ALABO
people.
HORSFALL, two-time Commissioner for Environment in Rivers State. Thank you so much for talking to RSTV.
Thank you very much.
And ALABO Professor DAGOGO FUBARA, an elder statesman, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
My name is Solomon Nelson Braid. We're not going away. We'll just take a short break and I will bring in our next guests. Stay with us.
On every Thursday of the week, this seat beckons at those who superintend over institutions of government, be it politics, economy, personality, or even social-religious life, to give account of stewardship of what leaders have done or doing with the resources allocated to them at all levels and spheres of life. Watch Stewardship on RSTV every Thursday at 12:30 p.m. Stewardship with SNB, a point-blank approach to TV journalism.
Here we are, nestling and boisterous, supreme base of a nation great, our heritage built on a cocktail of cultures, a land sprawling in immense propensity. This is who we are, Rivers State, a promise of unending possibilities. The time has come to shift the paradigm and congregate in a plural voice, so we can build a new bridge of enduring unity, together. Let us cascade the potent harvest of our glorious destinies. Let all and sundry hear the clarion call, for the time is now to prove our riversness and put an end to our divisiveness. Listen to the roar of hydrocarbon engines stirring alive a nation's hopes. See the majesty of our people blessed with eternal gifts that run deep in the well of our generosity. River State is a symbolic threshold where hope is lit like fireflies, illuminating dark dungeons of yesterday, and that is why we must break away from morbid norms and pedestrian inclinations. River State will survive the siege. Our people must surmount the surge. Come, proclaim and defend our unbreakable spirit, so we can renew our communal covenant. This is River State, where peace reverberates in solemn resonance, where the passion for life glows beyond the twilight, where life is a rhythm, a music with echoes of fraternal melodies. A rivers of excellence beckons beyond belief.
Ethnic with diverse culture, which explains the way of life of our people. This is Steps of Our Land, a cultural heritage program that promotes and projects the rich culture of Rivers.